So the Des Moines Register on Wednesday published a story that I'm quoted in about Michelle Bachmann's somewhat slow start getting her campaign underway here in the state of Iowa. And they got a lot of the stuff that I said accurate, but obviously it's a newspaper. You can't just sit there and quote one person for the entire part. But there was one very important thing that I said when the Register reporter interviewed me that didn't make the newspaper, and that's going to be the topic of today's Dace's Daily Diatribe. And one of the things that I said to the Register reporter is that I really think the key for Michelle Bachmann comes down to who does she listen to. If Michelle Bachmann remains true to the person that turned her into a nationally known conservative rock star, that is one of the few that can equally feel comfortable with the Tea Party crowd as well as the coalition of conservative Catholics and evangelicals that make up the religious right. If she remains true to that, Michelle Bachmann's going to be a force, not just in the state of Iowa, but also a force to be reckoned with as far as the Republican presidential nomination is concerned. However, one thing that I've seen both in Iowa and on a national level is when the consultants come in. And it depends on who Michelle Bachmann listens to. If she remains true to what got her here, she will be tough to beat. On the other hand, if those Washington consultants, if the Washington Republican establishment, and even some of the conservatives that are in Washington and New York, a lot of times when they see a candidate like Michelle Bachmann who's really taken off since the debate a week ago Monday, it's like mosquitoes on a piece of food that's left behind on a park bench. Whoosh! They just besiege, they just swarm like a fly on stink on a candidate that's got some mo like Michelle Bachmann. If she listens to those people, and they're going to start telling her, don't attack your other Republican candidates, because if you don't win the nomination, you might be the VP. You could have a long career. You could be on a national ticket. You got to broaden your appeal. You can't just win with Tea Party people and evangelicals. If she listens to those people, she's toast. And not just in Iowa, but across the country. And I think this will be a big test for Michelle Bachmann. And I'm wondering if maybe trying to iron all of that out, the chain of command, running a professional operation, maybe behind the scenes, that's been the reason she's off to such a slow start here in Iowa. And I think if she listens to the people she's got on the ground here in Iowa, these are people I know, people I'm friends with, the Kent Sorensens, the Wes Enuses, the Barb Heckes. If she listens to those people, she will be very formidable here in Iowa. But if she listens to those new people that come in, the Washington people, the ones that say, hey, you got to have a professional campaign and this isn't our first rodeo, we've been here before. If she listens to them, well, then she might just be the latest notch on their belt of defeated candidates. Thanks for joining us today at stevedeace.com. You can email me if you would like, steve@stevedeace.com. Also, find me on Facebook at Stephen Deace or on Twitter, Steve_Deace. God bless.